Columbus, Ohio. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the biggest matchups we can think of so far. Miami versus Ohio State, two of the most iconic programs in college football. Ohio State reeling after their early exit in the college football playoff last year. Miami coming off that national championship performance. Who will showcase what they can be in 2026? We'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Hurricanes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Gets it out quickly. Snags it and he's open. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, say it. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Hurricane! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Sayin from the gun on third down. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The wheel of...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Canes will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Say it. Makes the grab in their space. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, better look. There's a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
A run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on fourth down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Here's Mensah to throw. Time to take a shot. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fletcher. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The run inside. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man on the right. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Sayin from the gun on third down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensah finds his man. It's Gilbert. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Makes the grab over the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sayin back to the air. Pocket breaking down. the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback keeper. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Got it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
The play action fake. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Say it. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Complete. Touchdown! Buckeye! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Handoff to the lone back. Across the 25, he's got room. Lots of room to run. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Colorado taking on the number 15 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Buffs setting school records in multiple... of categories and one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type breaks into the open and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Maybe a crease. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And the old school toss play, huh? That will just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Cross. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Might be changing the route. Throwing, say it. Here comes the heat. Punch it out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Gets the back moving.
Western. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin fires to the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Running inside, it's Fletcher. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Gonna let it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Could be an alley. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Going to the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Miami! They looked finished. but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through the little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. It's complete to the right.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the option. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sayin. Smith with the grab over the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Quarterback may change this route. Say it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Grabs a screen around all kinds of defenders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete to the left. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long for the 26. Here's Mensah to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And the nice thing about late in a football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the run, it's Fletcher. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Got a man. It's Gilbert. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Mensah gets it out fast.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. Golly, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that when I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game. There is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mensah. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Finding some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.